छाया आसमान देखो झूमता गगन है छाया आसमान देखो झूमता गगन जमीन आसमान पूछ गया झूमता गगन.
So good morning. When I first started doing these videos a few years ago, I was focused on cheap traditional shaving equipment that the average man could use and save money. So I've always tried to get inexpensive razors that do a good job. And a hobby I started as a way to save money became kind of an obsession. And when it comes to saving money, I have to admit, I purchased a lot of razors and things like this because it's been fun. But I want to return to one of my original missions, and that's to look at inexpensive shaving equipment that might be good or might not be good. So this is about the cheapest razor I've ever purchased. I believe it was 98 cents. It's a Rimei. It's all plastic. It's got a little click that opens up. You put the blade in. You snap the blade down. I'm going to do a shave with it, and I'm going to give you my impressions of it. I shaved with this a few times, and I'm going to give the pros and cons of it. Always remember this is a 98-cent plastic razor. So I'm using a Persona blade in it. They all come with their own blades, and who knows where they're made, what they are. When I've used them, they've been horrible, so I'm not going to judge the razor by the blade. So I'm using a Persona blade. Using just my Wilkinson sword shaving soap. Just got out of the shower. The first thing you're going to notice is feedback. And this is like scraping a tin shingle across a piece of sandpaper. You can find the angle, but the blade lies fairly flat on this razor. So you've got to give it a bit of an angle. The feedback is enough to wake the neighbors. It's light. So you got to resist the temptation to bear down. But if you don't give it any pressure, it's not like it's not like the Bakelite slant razors. This one does need a little help, so you got to be careful how much you give it. And the first pass mediocre. So I'm going to finish my shave and give you a wrap up. Okay, so did I get a close shave? Well, yes. Was it a comfortable shave? No, no. Very irritating. Took a lot of effort to get the angle right, the right amount of pressure, everything else. This is the main issue. This razor sits flat, and the only thing it has for security is a bar that goes across and flaps in, so the ends of the razor lie over the plastic, and there's nothing to really secure the ends of the razor, so there's buoyancy in the razor. When you're going down, you're almost feeling like it's giving you resistance. So this is the Gillette Tech, and I've said that this was a genius piece of design, this razor, even though it's fairly mild. But if you look at the Gillette Tech, does a few things. It secures the razor with the two tabs, and then it has a mechanism that pushes down on the razor, so the very ends of the razor are put in and are secure. They're not going anywhere. It's almost like you're shaving with a thick straight razor that comes to a point. And any good razor, that's why it gives you a comfortable shave. So this is the Edwin Jagger, much better razor. You can see the curve and you can see the pressure that's put on the very end of the blade. So this razor, while it holds the razor flush, there's absolutely nothing securing the middle of the razor to the end of the razor. It's literally like you're shaving with the lid of a coffee can. So cheap razor, bad shave, it's irritating. You've got to be careful with it. You don't put too much pressure on it, but you got to put enough pressure on it. So it shouldn't even be thought about. It's not even a good razor to use for travel, whatever. You could purchase the Lord Tech razor, very cheap, $8. You could purchase vintage razors. I actually picked up this Gillette Tech for under $5. So don't even think about it. It's yes, you get what you pay for, and you didn't pay much, so you didn't get much. This is one razor. Not only am I not putting in my rotation, I'm not even putting it in my collection. It's going right in the trash. So, and the dollar I spent for it is a good lesson learned. Chief Shaver out.